Hey, welcome back to KC Grandpa Tech. Those of you that are new, I'm a grandpa that talks about tech. All kinds of tech. Tech reviews, tech solutions, how to, and all that. So today I'm going to talk to you about using an AI webcam. Now, webcams have been around a long time, but this particular one adds a certain amount of features for less than $100. And I'm going to do a review against it versus the AngelTube webcam. It also has a sister, the Osbot, for $149, which has even more features. So let's get to it. Don't forget to smash me a like, and if you consider, please subscribe. We'll get to that right now. So for some time, I've been loving the AngelTube webcam because of its fill light. But now Osbot has come out with this, and now they have the 4K version, which is a controlled or artificial intelligence unit that has all kinds of features. So let's unbox it, take a look at it, let's set it up, and let's compare it. Let's quick unbox it. So of course we're going to have a box within a box, which within that box, of course we're going to have another box. We have Meet Your Meat, and look at this thing. Look how tiny it is. I mean, compared to a regular webcam, this thing is, you know, if I were looking at this years ago, I would say that this was a toy. I might really think that this is a toy. Let me continue to unbox it, come right back to you. So let's go over it. I've taken it out of the box. And if you want to compare this to a webcam, you have got to see if it's like standard webcam compared to this. It is quite much smaller. You can see it? Yeah, no, kind of. There we go. There we go. You can see it. One thing. Now it comes with your stand, which for your monitor, standard monitor stand. But the main difference is after you put this on the monitor, this is attached using a magnet. See it? That's pretty cool. That's one thing. It connects through the USB-C, and it comes with a USB-C to USB-B adapter, USB-A, I should say. So, and on the bottom here, it has a standard tripod mount. Now, it comes with a privacy screen, which you can or cannot install. I'm going to pop this off. And it looks like it just basically presses on. Yep. Let's see if I can get this thing straight a little bit. Well, there you go. There's your privacy screen and dust filter. And it comes with a USB-C cable. So let me hook this up. Let's do a couple tests and we'll talk about it. Now, just as a side note, I hooked it up to a mini tripod. Now, I want to talk to you about this one. This one is probably one of the best ones, I think, for when you're a YouTuber or a vlogger and you want to have a tripod that's very steady, will not have a big footprint, and will extend. Now, this one happens to extend up to 13 inches. So, you know, you can put this down and have it at your face level, okay? Or adjust it while you're doing your vlogs. So I wanted to show that with you. I'll leave you the link to it. And not promotion for it, but I found this particularly really, really good. I have my other cameras on this type of situation. Really good for you. So let's go continue on. So going back to this, if you can see, I've hooked up the Osbot Meet camera. The one thing that it has, now right now I'm watching it through the AngelTube, and I'm going to transition from this camera to the Osbot. The one thing, if you'll notice, is that you have a wide view. So if you're doing a meeting, great. But I also want you to notice the clarity difference. Look at this camera. This is the Angel tube. Not the Angel tube, the Angie tube. And it has a limited range. And not only that, but now I have this. And now the other thing is, it's supposed to have an incredible autofocus that I can take this and bring it right up to it, and you would be able to see it. Now let me compare that to the Angel tube. Big difference. So already I'm very impressed with this camera, and we'll get into more about that in a second. Now another feature that this has, of course, is that separate screen. I'll show you what those three screens are. It's software that controls the Osbot and allows you to record. Now, if you've noticed, the clarity on this camera is incredible for an artificial intelligence camera, I have to say. Now, right now, the settings on the camera are set to 86 degrees, which I'm getting a large part of my room. I'm going to switch to 78 degrees, right? And then I'm going to switch to 65 degrees. And I can control zoom in, zoom back with the controls of the camera. That is pretty cool. And I can move my focus around with the controls. And that is pretty cool. Now, you have a selection of, you can select the autofocus to be face or global. You can change the expansion rate, the compensation. I can change the lighting a little bit. Okay, to automatic. You can change the flicker if you have problems with that. You can change the automatic balance. Now, other features that they have is that the system will go into automatic shutdown. It has auto reduction on the microphone. We should test that mic in a second. And it does have a virtual background beta. And we have to test that and play that with that a little bit. Right now you're listening to me on my Yeti mic. Let's see what it sounds like on the camera itself. So right now I'm talking on my Yeti microphone, and you can hear the quality. Let's listen to it with the other way. So right now I'm pretty close to the camera, and we're right now recording with the Osbot audio. And let's kind of listen to what it would sound like to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give you an idea of what it sounds like. Let's compare that to a Yeti microphone. Okay, so now we're taking same situation, same moving. Now we're listening to it on a Yeti microphone. Yeti microphone blue, by the way. And let's see what the difference in sound. Which one do you like better, the Osbot or the Yeti? It's your decision, but it'll give you an idea. Now, one of the things they do is they promote the app, that you have the ability to change various things. And these are some of the screens that they give you. It's dedicated, loads on your computer. And, like I said, you can change it from 65 degrees to 78 degrees to 86 degrees. You can control the lighting and all of this. So right now I am recording this in OBS. So I have a separate screen on the screen showing this control panel. What I would like to see is a remote control that can be used. I don't know if that's available yet on this particular model. This is not the 4K version, but as you can see, the picture is pretty good. There are multiple screens on the app which allow you to control. Like I said, you can control the width. You can vary how things are moving back and forth. You can control lighting. You can control that. Of all the cameras I have tried so far, this AI Osbot has to be one of the best for less than $100 cameras. The clarity is incredible. The low lighting situation is incredible. Let me do something here. I just turned off all the lighting in here. So all I have is the lighting coming in from my window. And yet you can still see me. You can still see me pretty clearly. And that makes this camera the best camera under $100. Highly recommended. Because if you want to go with the broadcasting and if you want to do 4K, this is a 1080p camera, then I would go with their 4K version, which is about $50 more, which I will review at a later date. Anyway, my final thought. For the money, less than $100, this is the first AI camera that I have had that has so many features and allows me to do so many things. And the lighting situation, because one of the major situations with any camera, forgetting what brand it is if the lighting is bad, the picture's going to be crap. And if the lighting is great, even a poor web camera can look pretty good. But this camera, under very little light, and I mean very little light, I turned up all the lights in the room and you saw the quality. The audio from the camera, you listen to it, it's pretty good. The only negative I see to this camera is that the application, the app that they're using is a situation when you're sitting here on a computer, it does not allow you to, it does not integrate into my OBS. And if you're not using two screens, it's a little more difficult to use when I test the 4K version. This version does not have the blur in the background. The 4K does. This camera does have most of the other functions and is an extremely great camera. Again, it uses a USB-C connection. So if you don't have a USB-C connection on your computer, check out my other videos. I have videos on how to install a USB-C plug into your computer so you can use it. But it does come with an adapter from a USB-C to a USB-A so that you'll be able to use it. But of course, when you're using USB-C, the data flow is much sweeter. I also found that when I plugged it in, it did not interfere with other cameras. Now, one of the biggest problems, and you'll want to check out my video on how to connect multiple webcams to your computer, and that one was that when you plug different cameras into the computer, when you get to a certain point, the computer goes, "Ah!" I had 5 cameras running with the Osbot. I had the Osbot, I had the NG2, I had a Microsoft camera, which you saw when I opened the box, and I also had another camera running, and all of them function in USB. So in other words, what I say to you is it plays very well with all of my other web cameras. So I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. The only thing that I need them to do a change is either to make available a remote control or a possibly helping to incorporate it into OBS, making it a little bit easier. At any rate, that's my thoughts about this camera. I'm going to leave a link, my affiliate link, that you can check it out. Also, I'm going to leave the affiliate link for that tripod that I showed you. That is an excellent tripod because it can adjust up to 13 inches. You can put the camera right in front of you. You can put it right between 2 monitors and it'll fit nicely. Anyway, this is Casey from Casey Grandpa Tech Out. Check out my other videos. Smash us a like and subscribe. Have a great day.